Joshua. My name is Luke. Nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so what brings you in today? What's your problem?
So I feel like recently I've just been looking at screens way too much, just throughout my whole day. Just way too much technology and screens.
Okay. So you feel like technology is kind of becoming too prevalent in your life right now?
Yeah. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I scroll on my phone, I go to school, I'm on my computer, I get done with class, and it's like, okay, maybe I'll do some homework that's on my computer, or I'll turn on the TV. There's a screen there. If not, then it's kind of just like maybe sitting in my room scrolling. I mean, I definitely can do some things without screens, but I feel like it's just overwhelmingly, throughout my day, just looking at way too many screens. I feel like it's not good for me.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you think that the screens are just around too much in your life, everyday life, and it's just kind of too overwhelming.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's throughout my whole day. I am looking at it in school, at home. I go over to a friend's house, their TV's on, and I feel like it kind of has been, it's not good for my eyes, my head. I feel like maybe even mental health. It hasn't been the greatest for me. It's just everywhere I go, there's a screen.
So your mental health is being affected by the technology.
Yeah. I feel like, I've read about how like technology and looking at the screen too much can maybe affect your mental health, and I think that it might be taking a toll on me as well too. In that regard, I feel like I don't know. I wish I could do more things that aren't just with the screen, but it feels like everywhere I go, it's always there's screens everywhere.
So you feel like just the screens being around so much is kind of impacting your life outside of whatever you're doing, being able to go outside and experience life.
Yeah, I definitely wanna do more things that don't involve screens. Like I know that there's some outdoor activities that I 100% need to do more, whether it's like hiking or just going outside instead of scrolling on my phone. I think that it's kind of hard to make that change, because screens are just, you always have your phone on you. There's always a screen nearby.
Yeah, so I guess that begs the question, how do you think that you can remove these pieces of technology to help you experience life a little bit more?
Yeah, good question. That's a hard one, because at one point it's like, okay, you kind of need technology throughout your day. Like I definitely don't want to completely get rid of technology, because I think that it's definitely a good part of my life. I just think that it's coming to a point where it's being too much, and so I think that as far as maybe removing some of the the phone scrolls, or just whatever it is, like the TV, I feel like I could remove those. As far as like homework and stuff, those are kind of, you can't really escape those. I gotta look at screens for homework and stuff. But if I could maybe do an activity that's outside rather than in my house watching TV, maybe change that up a little bit, then I could maybe make a step forward and some progress, instead of just throughout the day it's all screens.
Yeah. So what specific screens or pieces of technology do you think that you can remove and kind of reduce the strain a little bit?
Well, like I said, like the TV is a big one, because that's kind of like, I don't need to watch TV. I enjoy it. I don't need it. So I think that to remove that one. Another one is, phones are good for texting people, communicating. I think that I go on it way too much. Like, you get the notification every week about the screen time, and it's just like, it's going up and up for me. So it kind of helps me picture like, okay, you know what, I am looking at screens more and more because I have the stats now, so it's kind of at least like a visual representation of what I'm doing. So getting rid of the phone scrolling is a big one too. I think that just I don't need to be doing that. I can read a book instead. I could read the Bible, read something. I don't always gotta be looking at my phone. So yeah.
So you mentioned reading possibly instead of scrolling on social media or something like that. What are some other habits that you could use to replace some of the technology?
Yeah, I think reading's good, and then I think just probably hanging out with my friends and not watching TV. A lot of times I will hang out with my friend and be like, hey, come over, let's watch a football game, watch a basketball game or something. And yeah, of course I'm doing that. It's like, yeah, I'm not scrolling on my phone, and it feels like I'm doing something that's fun to me and hanging out with friends, but I'm still looking at screens while I'm doing that, So I feel like I could also a good example is going to the GCU basketball game or something. Like I could still watch sports with my friends and have a good time, but I don't necessarily just be looking at the TV right in front of my face. So that's a big one is actually going out and doing stuff that I enjoy doing, like basketball games, or heck, there's other stuff like hiking or exercise where I don't have to look at screens as well too.
Yeah.
I think that could really help me.
Yeah. A little bit more today for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, definitely great. It sounds like you just kind of have a problem with technology just being around throughout the day. It's kind of stressing you out, keeping you away from things you want to do, affecting your mental health a little bit even. But it sounds like maybe replacing some of those technological habits, reading a book instead of scrolling through your phone, hanging out with friends instead of watching TV, or even going out on like a hike to take up more of your day instead of being on that screen. Definitely a great way to change it.
Yeah.
For sure. Awesome. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Have a good day.